Hi YouTube! How do you do, video game aficionados? Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm or Battle.net patch notes section. Let's go through the patch notes a little bit, some big changes, a big patch. Normally we don't get patches like this, so let's go through them really quick. I'm gonna give some of my opinion. I'm not a veteran or anything. I don't consider myself a veteran game player or anything, a high rank player. I am more intermediate, I will say. So I'm not new either. But let's go through some of the big changes. I'm a little bit late on the video, but I haven't felt good lately, so now I'm feeling better, so let's go. So they have changed Hanamura, Blackheart's Bay, and Warhead Junction, and they will immediately enter the ranked map rotation. So this is well, it's a little risky, you know. You don't know how the changes are going to affect these maps, and they immediately sent them to the ranked map pool. So hopefully it's good. I saw the Hanamura changes; those are probably immediately make the map better. So I don't think it's going to be a problem with that one. But yeah, should be good. Hopefully they are good. The changes, so you won't bother the ranked gameplay much. You can also play these maps with the changes in quick match. So I'm not playing ranked lately, so we're gonna still see them in quick match. And these are base mechanics of the game being changed, which are pretty significant, especially this one. So let's go. Fort keeps and the core will now grant allied heroes that take damage in the radius 35. It was before 50 armor, but they left it at 35. Still a good amount for 4 seconds. Watch out with this because this effect has a 4-second cooldown. So I was hitting a Greymane. I did play some games already. I was hitting a Greymane that was on the fort, and I was waiting until the 35 armor stopped, and then he got it immediately again because the duration is 4 seconds, but the effect has a 4-second cooldown, so they immediately get the armor again. So yeah, this radius, by the way, around the fort is pretty small. You need to be pretty much almost hugging the forts. So, well, it's kind of a trade-off because now you have the next change. Oh, and by the way, can only be granted to one hero per structure. Forts, keeps, and core will no longer prioritize enemy hero when an allied hero is attacked. So as long as you have a wave, basically, a minion wave, you can just dive, no problem. You don't need to worry about the fort hitting you. They will have 35 armor, but fort will be hitting the minions. Now, I'm not sure if this only comes for minions from the minion wave or any summons like Nasibo, Asmod, and Sagara also count. I actually haven't checked that yet. Well, I don't know. So yeah, as long as don't worry, as long as you have like you are 2v1, 2 versus 1, 3 versus 1, you can dive, no problem. This 35 armor, you're still gonna kill them. So yeah, you can just kind of go crazy if you have a wave on people. You're not as safe. The 35 armor, honestly, if there's like 3 people, like it's not enough safety. I'm not saying they should buff it or anything. It's just that you cannot defend that fort if you're alone, right? Anyways, in a 3v1. So yeah, pretty big change here. This might be the biggest one when it comes to this base mechanics in the game, in my opinion. But yeah, not nothing like completely changes how the game is played though. Like it's not that big, but it's pretty big. Like you might normally feel safe under the keep, and you're not that safe anymore. So you need to watch out. You can get ganked. There's a wave in your fort, and you're dead. You're dead. The fort is not going to help you. So we'll see how that goes. Mercenary camps now spawn even faster, 30 seconds after the match begins. So the efficient way of doing camps is whoever does the camp like a gray main, is immediately at 60 seconds is right there before the camp spawns. That's the optimal way that people in high elo do the camps. So now it's even faster. You need to be there even before. What effects? How could this affect the gameplay? Well, mercenaries are out. I guess it could speed up the game. Sure, more XP from the mer camps, as long as everyone is soaking the lanes, which in high rank, high elo people are normally. And you have the mercs pushing earlier, so structures start taking damage earlier. It speeds up the game a bit, I guess. It could have an effect like that. I think it will have an effect like that. Small XP gloves have been removed. You know, the small XP gloves are those, where you get to a lane late and you miss the soak, but there are like these little remnants of the gloves, the small ones that give way less XP but still give some. These could make, I guess, a small difference in lower elo, where people don't soak as well. They don't soak XP as well, so it's a little less forgiving. So you're gonna, if you miss the soak, you're gonna get nothing. Where before you will get at least something. It wasn't that much, but sometimes it was the difference between getting a talent power spike hitting level 4 or 7 before an objective or something. So it's going to be a little less forgiving there. I could see someone soaking well in low elo mattering more. So if one team has someone soaking properly and not missing much soak or at all, not missing anything at all, that could make a bigger difference now than before. If just say in one team there's a good soaker and the other team, the solo laner, is not soaking as well, it could make it definitely could make a bit more of a difference. You could hit level 10 before the other team because of this. It could happen. In high elo, I don't think this matters much because everyone soaks pretty well, I will say. Sometimes, most of the time at least. So sometimes, some people don't care. Structure health increased. So where we were talking about the merc thing, the merc changing the speed in the game a bit. Maybe this stops that a bit by giving the structures more health. So maybe it's kind of evens up. Not sure. But there is also this. When a hero attacks an enemy structure with a basic attack, allied minions near the building become inspired and gain 35 attack speed and 35 movement speed for 3 seconds. This does not affect illusions or summons. So, this is the people were comparing this to Raynor's W that buffs the nearby minions. Yeah. So all you need to do is you are a hero, you have a wave, allied wave of minions nearby. You just need to want to hit the structure. So I feel like if you want to be a little efficient, you want to, if you don't care about sieging and you just clear the wave, that means your wave is gonna push into their towers. Now you might want to tap. I could see people tapping like the hitting the towers once or the wall or something. So the minions do a little more damage to the wall and to the towers or the fort, because so you give them this boost, this buff, right? That's how it works. Enemy, when a hero attacks an enemy structure, yeah, with a basic attack. Watch out! So you need to out basic attack. Apparently not with spells. So you want to, before you leave the lane, I guess you want to throw a basic attack on the on the tower or something, so to buff the minions so they do a little more damage, I guess. So this interesting. Me personally, I have played some matches. I haven't seen a big difference, but I'm sure they're like with a rain stacked with a rain or W, a Sagara pushing these heroes might definitely than maybe it's a indirect buff to them for sure. Also speeds up the game some more. Sieging is easier. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I don't mind it. I didn't expect a change like this, honestly, but we'll see how it goes. I have no problem. Minions will not spawn exactly at minute 0. Not sure. Not sure how this matters. Probably not much. Okay, so they have also changed maps. So they have changed Blackheart's Bay, the pirate map with the coins and all of that. Bombarding now deals 20% less reduced damage and reduced damage to keeps and cores. So so a little nerf, I guess, to the objective. Maybe trying to have both teams fighting more instead of just avoiding the fights and just delivering the coins, which is what was happening a lot. This objective has, I have seen people critique this objective because it kind of it doesn't want you to, it's not good to fight, in a way, you don't want to fight. You can just get the objective without fighting a lot. It doesn't encourage you like other objectives in other maps to force a fight, 5v5, team fight. And whoever wins the team fight wins the objective. So maybe I could see this. They could be encouraging some more. Cast time to turn in coins decreased from 7 seconds to 5. So now it is faster to deliver the coins. 7 seconds was a good amount of time, honestly. So now you deliver easier in a way. There are now 3 chest locations where there were only 2 before. The first chest spawns in the top lane during the first phase. 2 chests spawn in the next 3 phases, and all 3 chests spawn every phase after that. So there is a chest now in the top lane, which there was not in the top lane. There was only in mid lane and bottom. So interesting. This will, I guess, encourage more skirmishes, but 2v2s, stuff like that. People are maybe spreading more to get the coins. I will see. There are no watch tower near Blackheart. No, I have played a bunch of games and I just couldn't get Blackheart's base, so I cannot tell these changes, sadly. Like, I actually played a good amount of games. I must have played more than 10 and I couldn't get Blackhearts in quick match, so sadly, I don't know how this works. I assume this is like the watchtowers from Warhead Junctions or Course Hollow. I assume it's just one of those, but they're gonna be significant. It says in plural, by the way, towers, so one for each side, I guess. I guess. Yeah, it's gonna make it so you're not gonna be as afraid of the bushes as much as before. So maybe this helps with the flow of the game a bit more. You know, where before you couldn't really walk up because if anyone on the bush and would just kill you. Interesting. Maybe helps this map problems because this is one of the maps that people like the least, as well as Hanamura, which is also seeing changes, which is nice. You will now only drop half your coins upon death. Okay, this slows down a bit in the game. On this map, I guess there's less coins. You turn less. I guess it's gonna make it less snowbally, so it might be a bit more forgiving on that end. Sorry, need a drink. Only 8 coins are required for the first turning, down from 10. So it's easier to turn in. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. As soon as I get a Black Hearts Bay map match, I will upload it and we'll see it. I did play Hanamura. Also, I almost couldn't get Hanamura. I got like one match of Hanamura. The payload goes a lot faster. That's what I saw, 25% faster. Oh, yes, please. That was so bad. It was so slow. You could wipe the entire enemy team and they could all revive and you will still be pushing the payload. So good change in my opinion. That's like a cannot go wrong type of change. Payload damage is increased. Samurai and lane pusher health reduced. And payload deals 20% less damage to the core. I don't know, but these changes to less damage to the core, I don't know. I guess they are so you have to actually go core yourself and fight. Not sure exactly the reason, but same with Blackheart's Bay, apparently. So yeah, what everyone was saying has been saying these years with Hanamura. The samurai is the real objective. The payload is secondary. The samurai was so strong, so they nerfed him. They nerfed his health, so he's still probably strong, a strong objective. But maybe the payload is as important now because it deals more damage and it's easier to deliver. So both objective, nerf samurai, very straightforward. I think it's going to be good for the map. But again, we'll see. Too soon to tell. Infernal Shrines. Punishers will no longer leap over gates. You know the little bait everyone does? They bait the Punisher to jump behind the gate so he gets hit by all the towers and you can hit him for free. And it was obviously a lot safer because you will be further away from the enemy team. So that's gone. I assume after the gates are gone, he will leap. He will leap. John Cena. He will John Cena. Skeletal minions damage reduced by 25%. These skeletal minions are the ones from the objective. They decrease their health. Interesting. I feel like this. I never realized this dealing any damage, by the way. Health decrease from 400 to 300. But now I have 20 spell armor. Okay. Skeletal minions move speed increased from 3 to 3.5. Yeah, they were pretty slow, so maybe it's easier to like pull now and get them all together. So they have less health, but they now have spell armor. So like cleave physical damage cleave attacks, area of attacks like Imperius level 7 talent, like Leoric base auto attack. I guess they're going to clean a lot easier because the spell armor doesn't do anything there. But yeah, it doesn't change how I feel like it doesn't change how this objective is played. It still plays the same. The Punisher not leaping over gates is the most significant change here. Sky Temple, it is important. This is some knockback adjustments, whatever. Warhead Junction, that is important. Nuke's damage updated to 1000 plus 12.5% of target's max health was 2300 damage before. Nukes now, this is a complete new mechanic they add to the objective, which is amazing. Nukes now ignite structures, dealing 1.2% of their health per second for 10 seconds. Attacking the building will refresh the duration. You refresh the burn. This burn effect, this ignite effect, you refresh it. So this helps with the nukes. The nukes weren't that effective against forts, so now they're going to be a lot better, and you can actually split. You can have one nuke and you can split push with a lot more heroes than before, and because you're going to keep resetting this ignite effect. So I like this because it's going to make it easier to kill the forts. Warhead was kind of hard to end games a lot of times in Warhead because the only really way was the boss, but it was risky at the same time if the enemy team could just stop you. It's a dangerous boss as well. It's a powerful one. Yeah, and the nukes weren't a lot of times didn't feel powerful enough. So I personally like this change. Watch out though, because now nukes take 2.5 seconds to launch. They take one more second from before. So you are easier to stop. It's harder to be sneaky and just throw the nuke in a sneaky way. You probably need, ideally, you want some peel from your team or whatever. Right? It's not so easy. It encourages some more teamwork. I like it. And there will now be fewer nukes that spawn. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Sometimes there were like 4 nukes spawning, so I guess that's gone. They are not very specific about it, but yeah, nice. Garden of Terror. I did play Garden of Terror. So they have more life, and terror scales significantly harder into late game, which we don't know what exactly this means. I saw a pretty late terror, and I feel like they weren't doing much damage. So they're tankier, but I feel like damage-wise, it doesn't feel like they did that much damage. It didn't feel like it was scaling that much. But I think a change in the right direction. Sure. Bochum, a lot of these changes so far, what do you think? I think it kind of it's a lot of speeding up the game in a lot of these changes, which I don't know if I like that. I feel like the pace, I personally feel like the pace was fine overall. In some maps, though, like Warhead, it wasn't. I feel like the Hanamura changes are 100% good. For example, the Warhead ones, I think are pretty good as well. But there's a yeah, the base these base changes of the mercs and the minions getting buffs, it might speed up the game a little. You might see shorter games being more common and longer games being less common. So not sure. We'll see how it goes. If the space becomes too fast, I'm sure they will revert some changes. And if the players don't like it, I really saw some people saying that the pace was too fast, that it was perfect before, but it's like no way to tell so fast. But my brother, dude, was like 2 days in, he was like, these changes are not good. Hold up, hold up a bit. New mount plus sheep and a chrome. A chrome? How do you call it in English? Ah, okay. Different color. There you go. You can rock this ship on the Nexus. I want. It's cute though. Sure. Okay, balance update. About heroes now. Locust damage increased by 25%. I heard this was like a compensation for some base change that I'm not sure. Like it's not actually they're not actually trying to buff Abathur. Like it's a compensation for whatever they change now. Yeah, it must be about one of these base changes, but I'm not sure which one. So yeah, the Haka. Yes, yes, baby. Beautiful. They destroy the Haka's Brush Stalker, the global ability. Beautiful, beautiful. And he's still broken even after that. I'm sure he still is. Cooldown increase from 75 seconds to 240. Rip Bozo. Cooldown is reduced by 40 seconds when a region glow is picked up. So, I mean, he can kind of get he can get it kind of fast still. And this level 20 talent. I don't play the Haka, so I don't know. This cooldown reduction increase from 50 to 120. So good. The Haka nerfs equals good. They probably need to nerf him more. Well, we'll see. Okay, Ilian. Oh yeah, I saw this. Attacking a different hero from the last hero attacked now resets progress on the previous attack hero. Blinds and evasion. This is the level 16% damage talent that Illidan has. So it's about the progress of the attacks. I think is after the third auto attack, this percent damage, like increase percent damage based on their maximum health. So it's about if when you lose the progress. So if you attack him once or twice, right, it stays for 300 seconds apparently. So yeah, evasion, blinds, prevent any progress from being granted, and attacking a different hero resets these charges. Okay. Ilian nerfs, I guess. B tier hero, by the way. It's more of an adjustment, not really trying to nerf Ilian, right? Why would they? Rebirth Calzas. Level 20. This is the level 20 Phoenix upgrade for Calzas. Now it has 3 charges, so this talent, what it does is that you can move your Phoenix, the ultimate of Calzas, the classic, the Phoenix. You can, before you could move him only once with this level 20 talent. It was pretty bad. Now you can move him up to 3 times, and I did try this. And it was pretty cool. I'm gonna definitely be recording a video trying this. I already tried it. I don't know. I doubt it's better than choose flame strike range, which is what people go at 20, but it was pretty interesting. It was interesting. Um, Actually, I actually kind of liked it, but yeah. But we'll see if it's actually viable. I think it's definitely fun. So expect to see a match of me playing cabezas, trying this talent. By the way, I might start doing reviews of replays because sometimes I play off stream and I get really cool games, and I can choose comment in the back, and I can maybe even explain extra things because I'm not playing. So maybe I will review the game that I played with trying this talent, which is I got a bunch of uses of this. So yeah, expect maybe I'm gonna be doing something about like that. Full force reduce. Maiev, umbral bind. Maiev nerfs equals good because she's OP, the best melee assassin, pretty sure in the game. S tier. So I guess she just pulls less. That's what pull force means. Probably a good thing. I tried her yesterday and she's still like really powerful. But I guess it's something. Butcher. Whatever. Small changes. I'm not gonna go through all of them. Yeah, I don't know what this is because I don't play Butcher. It's a talent and apparently you lose stacks when attacking blinded or evading enemies, similar to the Ilian talent. Thrall, Elemental Assault is not new. It's follow through but with a different name. It's the same. After you use a basic or a heroic ability, you empower your next auto attack. Pretty good talent, by the way. Underrated because people always go how is it called? The ancestral or whatever, the one that deals percent damage and heals you depending on the damage, which is good, but this one is also good. I'm pretty sure a bunch of times is better than that one. This is a lot of single target damage, and this works on PvE as well, on minions, on structures, everything, mercs, not just on heroes. The other one only works with heroes, so choose a name change. Range increase on Holy Light or Uther. Not sure. Maybe it helps the ghost form that Uther becomes when he dies. Maybe you can get an extra heal or something if the team fight is like moving or something. Range is no longer increased to 8.75 after selecting Holy Shock. Not sure what this means. I don't play Uther. Maybe it was a bug or something. But maybe it should be in bug fixes, not here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't play every hero in the game. Again, not a veteran player, you can see. But even as a veteran player, I wouldn't play every hero, only the ones I like. Holy Shock. Holy Shock! No longer grants reduced cooldown. No features its own active button. Nice. Okay, Valira. Rework on Slice and Dice, level 7 talent. Grants 400% attack speed, which is lost after attacking 3 times, or after 3 seconds. Cooldown for the next attack after the third will not be reduced. I don't play Valira, but I assume this is like whenever you gain this bonus of 400% attack speed, it's going to Valira is going to do like 3 really quick auto attacks, like and that's it, and you lose that. So it's like basically 3 quick auto attacks. So kind of cool, kind of rogue, probably like a rogue. It seems kind of cool. So yeah. Variant. Warbringer, level 10. Mana cost change. Whatever. And demoralizing shout. I don't know what this does. Cool reduction increase from 2.5% to 5%. So maybe that helps Varian a bit. Not These are not exactly buffs to Bruiser and Assassin variant, which need buffs. Man, I will play Bruiser variant. That would be it would be so funny if it was actually good. So hopefully some assassin and wizard variant buffs at some point. So Sagara infest damage bonus reduced from 125% to 100. I think this is a safety measure because of the changes on the minions, on the buffing the minions and stuff. So Sagara doesn't break the game basically, right? Doesn't become too much of a problem. It's a just in case nerf to Sagara for now. So well, there you go. 35 minutes? My god, and there's a lot of bug fixes, by the way. You don't even realize, but there's so many. So many bugs in the game, apparently. Very valuable because look at the amount that they're fixing. And we're still getting balance changes, and this time this patch was so big. It changes base mechanics of the game, stuff like that. So very valuable, very valuable. So we'll see how it goes. I can't believe I just spoke for 36 minutes. That's really long. There is a little plus ship to end the video. Time to get to recording some matches or reviewing the replays. So expect those. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to the devs for the big patch. And let's go, Heroes of the Storm. Let's go. Bye.